Here he is. I can't believe it's his fifth year linebacker for the Lions, fresh off a win over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I heard those stats from Campbell. I like that vein that pops out of his neck when he gets really excited, that Dan Campbell.
That's just permanent. That's permanent.
Yeah.
That's permanent.
Congratulations on such a big day. Where's the game ball?
Oh, it's in my locker.
Okay.
So after the game, I don't like to travel with too much stuff. So I was like, I just put it in my game bag and they put it in my locker. So now when I get it, I'll sign the date in the game and stats and stuff like that. So
do you care?
Yeah,
is it a big deal?
It is a big deal. I mean, I think it's a very big tradition that we do with the Lions as far as game balls. Because usually we have that one during after the game. So that's the biggest moment. Like when you get called out after a game, that's like one of the biggest moments like any Lions player could have. And then we also have after the game, we'll do game ball winners, we do attaboys and things like that. So that's very special also. And they do the whole paint the ball thing, the game, your stats and stuff. So that's cool moments.
Wait. You tried giving it to Shep, right?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
But so you're telling me he didn't take it? He didn't accept it? What happened?
No, that's just the type of guy he is. I mean, he's wonderful. He's always gonna give credit where credit's due. And everything he said, he really means. He's such deserving of this position of this defensive coordinator. I mean, I've seen it coming since he started being my linebacker coach. His passion, his love for the game, how smart he is, how he allows players to go out there and ball out and do it within the system. You can't ask for a better defense coordinator. So
you're saying, I think you said wonderful. I think he's so scary. Tell me more about him being wonderful.
Yeah, I can do a little bit of both of the scariness too. I mean, I think it was my second year. So actually my first year, I used to see him get on. He coached outside linebackers, and they used to get it. And I'm like, man, he Coach Shep be on one, practice games. But then he became my linebacker coach. But I always knew, I always grew up having coaches like that. Even from Pee Wee football all the way up to college, I had Nick Holt, Bob Diaco as my linebacker coach, defense coordinator. So I'm used to that. But it comes from a good place, man. And he's not all as yelly as people who try to make it seem. But he's just really passionate about it. And he's going to do everything in his power to make sure we succeed as individually and then also as a defense. And he stands by what he says. He keeps it real, keeps it 100 with all the guys, whether you're doing good, whether you're doing bad. But I mean, the thing about him, he'll bring the best out of you. And I think he does that for a lot of people in our defense. So no, it's amazing. And I wouldn't want him to change for no one. So
he probably didn't take that ball because he coached you, got you ready as a man, as a player, but you're the one who sacked Baker. Let's take a look at this. You're the one that did the dirty work, okay? Talk me through that. You light him up here, Derrick. He's still thinking about this.
Yeah, I mean, it was just really a great, rush scheme we had all week. As we've been seeing on film from years in the past, from this year, Baker is a great quarterback. He's going to try to create plays. If they're not there, his read's not there, he's going to, make it work on his feet. We knew that going in. I mean, when you play a competitor like that, you have to be on, all 10 toes, ready to, box the man. I just think we had a great rush plan going in that week. Right here, it's kind of weird. I don't want to give too much information now for other running quarterbacks that we play. But, no, it's kind of spy-ish, kind of. So it's now we're in a mix of you don't really know who's spying the quarterback or who's in a rush. So I know in the previous weeks, I've been showing that I was spying and so we kind of mixed it up a little bit and they gave me an opportunity to go rush and show a little bit of rush ability that I think I got. But no, I mean, we just drew it up really well and it was amazing.
You got a thing about Baker. You had the interception off him to seal the playoff game 2 years ago. Did y'all talk about that? What's the relationship between you two?
Man,
with you two?
I'm still trying to figure it out. And people, man, there's no bad blood, man. I respect him so much as a man, as a player. He's a competitor. I'm a competitor. We both have the same goals, but I just think I don't know what it is about Tampa. I mean, I train there. Maybe it's just emotionally. I train in Tampa. I know probably have the team on Tampa because they train with me. I played with Payne Durham, the tight end. Vita Vea trained with him. Man, a bunch of other guys over there. Pat O'Connor was over there at one point. He was with us. So like it's a lot of guys over there I train with. So I don't know. I think it's like more of like a fun, like you're just playing with your friends and you kind of loosen up a little bit. But nah, no bad blood, man. I don't know what it is. And everybody's saying it, but like I can't figure it out. I don't know why every time I play Tampa Bay, I have a sort of kind of a good game or whatever you want to call it. But I mean, I don't know. I don't know what it is about Tampa. It just brings the best out of me, I guess.
I'm looking at your schedule because obviously you guys have a plan for running quarterbacks.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna Jaden in a few weeks, Jalen Hurts after that, Jackson Dart after that. You running quarterbacks, watch out. Did Baker present himself, you think, as this MVP? Does he feel different playing him than it did 2 years ago? Like, obviously he's on fire. He was down. You know, you guys were down a lot in your secondary. What was your sort of takeaway from playing Baker and how he's being talked about, looked at?
Man, I mean, like kudos to him, man. I remember when he got drafted, when he was with the Browns. Like, I feel like a lot of people was down on him about how he was as a quarterback, but I always thought he was amazing. Like watching his college highlights all the way to the NFL. I'm like, man, this guy's amazing. But people don't really understand, what it takes to be an NFL player, what it takes to, compete at this level. I mean, it's hard. You're playing against the best of the best. So, I mean, it sometimes takes time. Even for me, like as a slow developing player, you would say, sometimes it takes time to get in your groove and actually show your true self. And I think that he's starting to do that. I mean, and I think he's still a candidate for that. I mean, you see what he's doing for that team over there in Tampa. I mean, they're an amazing team. They have a great defense, great offense. So when you're preparing for a guy like that, like you have to be on point all week. I mean, I study a lot of film, but I had to study a little bit more, kind of how he likes to scramble, kind of, what they like to do in situations. But I mean, like, really, when you go against a guy like that, you want to make sure you're prepared because he will expose you. He could expose a lot of defenses, and you don't want it to be yours. So we took it very serious this week. He's that guy that's, got a red dot up on him on the screen, and like this is a guy we need to take care of and to get the win. And I mean, like just a lot of respect for that guy, and I know that he'll continue to be great.
I have this going into that game, and I like them a lot. I like the Bucs. I think they're contenders with you guys up there in the NFC. A couple teams are, but I think nationally they're being this small market. They're being talked about more than y'all. Why is this? Do you know what I'm saying? Like I talked about this a lot this week. Like I don't know why you're smiling. I'm not trying to catch you up in anything, but doesn't it feel like it's like I grew up in Chicago. When the Bears do finally get to what you guys pulled off last year, God willing, I do hope we celebrate it longer than 3 seconds. Like I feel like with Detroit, all of a sudden it's like, oh, you're old news somehow. How is that affecting y'all? It's got to.
I mean, I feel like we've never been like really caught up with like media, really caught up with what, people say about us. I mean, we just go to work day in and day out. Like we can care less about the critics, about the Lions fell off. I mean, after the Green Bay game, everybody was like, oh, they're not the same Detroit. This is the year where they start going back to where they used to be. Like, and then we come out and win 3 games in a row, beat Baltimore, and then, so honestly, I think I can speak for everybody in our organization. Like we can care less. I mean, at the end of the day, it's about winning football games. It's about the people in our organization, the people in our building. Like we don't really listen to the nonsense outside. So like that doesn't really bother us in that sense. I mean, we can take it disrespectfully. Like we always, every time we break out, we remember who we are. Like just remember who we are. And nothing else matters. But we like that. We like being an underdog. That's been Detroit for centuries. Like we want to continue to be the underdog. I mean, and I don't really necessarily want to say underdog, but like we really don't care about what others say outside of our building, but we just like to go to work and prove people wrong and prove ourselves right. So
it felt like you were being under talked about, and then Monday was like, let's remind everybody this is who we are. And you in particular, I love your story. I thought it was really cool when you got the game ball that you were talking about like what the adversity that comes along with getting back, right? Like that journey, that struggle. I've talked to Aiden about this too. I mean, you have 3 sacks this season, 4 sacks through the first 4 seasons of your career. You're crushing somehow. Now you've dealt with injuries. Was there a moment that sort of clicked even this season where you're like, I'm back?
Yeah, I mean, really starts from last year. Like I felt like that was like obviously contract year. I was blessed enough to be able to sign a second contract, but outside of that, it was mostly like I feel like I was finally becoming the player I knew I could be. I was finally becoming a guy that coaches can lean on and be looked at as a playmaker, which I know I am. And then 3 games in, and that happened. So it was, man, it really was. I was really heartbroken. I felt like, man, it's finally, I finally, the game has slowed down for me. I'm mentally there, physically there, did everything right. But man, it all worked out. I mean, like I just told myself, like I need to, finish what I started last year. That same mindset, that same hungerness that drove me to be who I am today. I think there's plenty more still to come. And I think people are just seeing just a small piece of what I'm capable of now. And I think that it's a lot more in the tank. But no, I'm just super blessed and honored to be back with my teammates. I mean, to have Aiden back out there, Liam came back. I mean, just to look to my left and right and see Jack Campbell and Alex Anzalone, like those two, like through the whole process, like I feel like I was always still there, a part of it. Like everybody coming in the loop, coach is still like, hey, D. Barnes on this, when we call this, what you got? Even when they knew I wasn't playing, but man, it's just such a brotherhood there. A lot of guys to lean on, and man, that's all I really needed was my circle to, be able to come back and, forget the injury and things like that, and just, focus on the prize. And we all know what that is. So.
I almost think we all know what that is. I think it almost means more when you miss time, like when you do, like the way you're describing getting out there and being like, we're back here, like you have more gratitude for the moment. And I think it does give a little like shot out of a cannon thing when you do miss time and you were injured a little bit last year. I thought the moment you were going to tell me was the safety against Cincinnati.
Yeah,
I got a soft spot for the Bengals.
So that was
Sorry, Jake Browning, talk me through this.
Yeah, that was it was funny because we went to the meeting and Dan was like, man, he said, so you did a lot of good moves. That is the best move I've seen you do, pass rush. And it was like, the crazy thing is I've been practicing that move for a long time now. And everybody call it the DB chop, because I like to chop and kind of do my little bend and things like that when I'm in practice. So that was just in the making. That was hope. I wish it came before that, but that was the moment it came. But no, that was really in my hometown from Covington, Kentucky, which is right over the bridge from Cincinnati. I felt like that whole game was just slow for me. I didn't make any plays yet, so I'm like, I gotta do something. I'm back in my hometown. I gotta get the crowd going here. And I was like, this is my opportunity. And it came late in the game, and it was just, I couldn't ask for a better moment than that. That meant a lot to me for sure. So especially for the people who, came out and supported me. I probably had the stadium was my family, and half the stadium was David Montgomery's. But no, it was that was a fun game.
That was really a fun game. You've taken care of some quarterbacks. You've got some great ones on the docket. I'm sure the Jaden one's going to mean a little bit more to this team. But you just faced Mahomes. Well, Chiefs are over. That was a tough game, probably tough for you to talk about, and I appreciate you going here with me. What did he look like? What did he feel like to you? You faced him. This isn't your first time taking him on. Yeah, I mean, different.
He's just he's just another one of those guys that like you have to be well prepared for. And I thought we were going in. I thought that we did everything necessary to, to go in that game and then be able to win. But people can say the refs, this and that, but man, when you play at this level, and you play against guys like that, like it has to be no mental errors. You can't miss tackles. You can't, offense, defense, special teams. Everybody has to play complementary football. Like it's a lot. I mean, and that's a great team, man. What they do with him, Andy Reid, do over there with those guys is amazing, man. I have one of my buddies over here that plays, George Karlaftis. We talk back and forth too, and he tell me how they run their system, and not playbook wise, but like practice and all that stuff. But I mean, it's just a guy you have to prepare for. I mean, he's if not the best, one of the best to ever do it. And I mean, when you face a competitor like that, it's just all hands on deck. But I mean, I like that. We hit adversity early. I think that last year, going 15-2 and going on a run, I feel like we didn't face adversity, soon enough. And not saying that we should win every game. We want to win every game, but I think that was good for us, and I think that just turned us up a notch. I mean, we had to get that bad taste out our
I believe that.
out our mouth. So
I believe that, and then we saw what we saw on Monday. And looking at your so you've taken on a lot. I mean, we're going to talk about Jared here in a second, but you faced Lamar, you've taken on Patrick. We just talked about him. Caleb, Jordan Love. Who that you have faced so far on this schedule has played the most like an MVP?
That I've already played, or on our schedule? That
you've already played. Why? Who are you going to go with? Jalen?
Who was I going to go with?
Yeah, if I gave you the whole schedule, you're going to say Herbert?
MVP this year.
I want to know who has played like as close to the MVP that you have played with so far.
Jared Goff.
No, not against. I said we'll talk about
against.
Jared.
Oh, okay. I know
I'm
you said
sorry.
against.
No, I'm just making up questions, so I'm sorry.
Oh man.
Who that you have faced so far is most like the MVP, in your opinion? Like who's giving you the toughest time?
Yeah, so for me, it's between Baker Mayfield and Patrick Mahomes. I think that I would have to go with Patrick, honestly. Mm-hmm. I would say him. I would say once again, like if you, like, I feel like scheme-wise for us throughout that week, I feel like when you have to focus on, like when one guy can beat you, like you have to focus on that guy throughout the week, I think like, that itself just tells it. I mean, and then you go and play against him, and it's just like, man, he's a good quarterback. He's a great quarterback. And I think, like, even on film, watched him, like, the way he can create plays, the way he gets everybody involved, the wide receivers, running backs, like, man, he'll turn nothing into something. And to me, that's MVP work. Like, when you can, you in the pass game and you don't see nothing open down the field and you can create stuff with your legs and then even get there's no read and you can run out the pocket and then your receivers are all on point and knowing like, hey, I'm gonna go this direction. And you create plays like that's a good quarterback act, man. He's phenomenal. Like
I think you want to play him again right now. I think you are. Yeah, I could just tell you want to play. You want to read you on that.
Yeah.
And maybe we'll get one. Maybe we'll get one in Santa Clara in February.
I know that's right.
I'd love to see that. You mentioned Jared Goff right away. You're like, this is the MVP. This is the. People take away from his candidacy from MVP for whatever reasons, right? You guys have so much talent. Your defense is now bringing it, even though you're injured. Like. He's the one who makes it all work, though. Can you explain your MVP campaign from what you see on the field, in and out of the building for Jared Goff?
And I'll try to really stay off like the internet, Twitter, things like that. But like some things just pop up on my feed about Goff, and I'm just like, do people know football? Like, do people know what this man has done? How many records he holds, how like the stats that he had, like a perfect game last year? I haven't seen it. 5 years in the NFL, I have not seen it. Whether it was, and not even just like, and then people want to say, oh, he has this player and that player. Like, he runs the show. Goff is extremely smart. He's a great leader. He knows where to put the ball. He knows what, like, it's, and I listen in the building. There's coaches like, asking him for advice, like, cause he's that dude. Like, he's really him. And I'm not saying it because my teammate. I mean, like, if I was on the other team, I'm a competitor, so I wouldn't say worried, but like, I would be worried playing against Jared Goff because he creates. I mean, I ain't saying he's the fastest guy in the world. He ain't the slowest guy in the world, but like when you have a quarterback who can still create things in the pocket, you get out of the pocket, he can run a little bit. He got a couple first downs, so I give it to him.
Okay.
His speed getting there. He's been working on it, I can tell. But no, he's just a smart player, man. He is man, he knows where to put the ball. He knows how to make the right checks. Like, he is.
Oh, but Derrick, if he didn't have that O-line, he would be nothing. If he didn't have Gibbs and Amon-Ra, like, he wouldn't even. He's a system guy, no?
No. Goff can go anywhere and be great.
Yes.
Whether he has a good O-line.
By the way, his primetime numbers. He's amazing. Every primetime game, he fucking. Oh, I just get swore. Look how upset. Look how passionate I am. I'm not even from Detroit.
Yeah, I'm saying
he like digs.
You say golf.
I didn't fully swear.
When you say golf,
listen, there it is. That's so funny. No, but he digs so deep and he pulls something out, which is amazing. It does. It brings it out in you. I want to ask on the way out here about his dadding. I mean, of course, you have Trey. I think last time I talked to you, Trey was like a little peanut M&M, and now like. Is Trey trick-or-treating? Like, what's Trey doing?
Yeah, he is, man. Oh, wow. Like, he's a handful. About like, that little boy is unbelievable. Like, what I'm excited about is how athletic he is. But he's so smart. He's so smart, he get it from his mom. I was smart, but his mom is unbelievably smart. And he's like... Shout out
Kylie.
Yeah, yes. Shout out Kylie. Shout out my wife. She is amazing. She's been doing amazing as a mother. And that little boy is... He's a mama's boy, but he is unbelievable. Like, things that he do. I wish I could just share a bunch of pictures of him climbing up on things. Like, you always have to watch him because he doesn't really get into much. They just, like, he'll be on top of the refrigerator in 2 seconds. Like,
I'm sorry?
Is unbelievable. Yeah, yeah.
Is he more athletic than Jared? How many more first downs do you think Trey can get?
See, I ain't gonna lie. I don't want to put my man Jared on the spot, but my son, he just got it. You know, when some people just got it, he just got it. No, but
we're going to take a break. I want to talk to you through our YouTube break, though. Derrick Barnes, everybody, TV break here. We are still very much live on YouTube. We'll get this stuff out on Twitter. Jared is a dad. What are your impressions? Like, what sticks out?
I think when you have kids, it does something different to you. Mm-hmm. Like, I think that it drives you a lot more. I feel like you have a lot more to work for, a lot more that drives you. He's
it's bigger than you.
It's so weird to see. You know how sometimes people have kids, it's weird to see like oh my God, like you have a kid. Like, think about how busy Goff's life is and also his wife.
Yeah.
Like, and then you see it happen, it's like, holy moly, like you got a kid. Like, it's just unbelievable, man. He's a great father, man. I feel like somebody who knows him, like I feel like you always knew he would be. Like, the way he just like he's a born leader. And like when you have that, like there's no better father than a born leader. And no, it's amazing to see. And like I said, like when you like having kids, I feel like it just does something to you. And you can tell the difference of people who don't have kids and people who have kids when they come to work. Like they mean business.
No, literally, it's bigger. Yes. It's bigger than you. No.
100%.
And that's why, maybe that's why. Okay, so I'm going to say Trey's the reason, not Shep.
Oh, yeah.
Shep, you're not that cool. You're not that good. This is all Trey. Trey is motivating Derrick Barnes to have these incredible sacks and safeties. No doubt about that. And all this thing. Hey, enjoy your bye week. Hopefully some trick-or-treating with Trey, with Kylie, with yourself. And we will see you, against the Vikings. We'll see you. Good luck, and we'll get your highlights here, I'm sure, soon. Thank you so much, Derrick.
You're welcome. Thank you so much.
Good to see you.